Welcome to the next episode of The Alternative Future of the USA. So in the last episode we had a pact. Well, we're gonna have another one. This pact is called the National Unification Pact. It is a pact between a lot of the northern states. Basically, a lot of the West is part of this pact. Oh, I mean, not that much. Probably only like these. Like these three states would be working towards it. And everyone wants a little bit of territory. So they all look at Wyoming, the least populated state. Well, Virginia looks at Kentucky, because Virginia wants all their colonial lands back. Not their colonial lands. But they declare war on Kentucky. So Kentucky was not expecting this, causing Virginia to take a lot of the state really quickly. So this eventually causes Kentucky to capitulate. This is because they had to face the whole pact here. So now Greater Virginia is now a thing. So now they just look like they now just look like their old selves, but even longer. Well, I mean, Europe also forms a pact. I'm gonna highlight this in orange. Well, Belgium wouldn't really get anything. The Netherlands, like basically all the countries that used to have land in the Americas. So the Brits want Canada. And also, of course, NATO and the UN have all been dissolved in this scenario. Well, NATO, because we founded NATO, wouldn't exist. Well, we have an outside war. We have a war outside of the US happening. So Mexico has a new leader elected that changes the government type a little. Yeah, the country is now... Well, it's now basically authoritarianism, but they're also... Well, no, it's imperialism, actually. But now, since Mexico is imperialist, they invade Guatemala. And these and Mexico is unstoppable. They continue their invasion until Guatemala capitulates. It's the treaties where Mexico annexes all of Guatemala. Now, this poses a threat because a lot of people are thinking that Mexico, like, they're gonna take over everything. All their old lands. So this is speculated, but it never really happens. The southern states wait and wait and wait. Well, New Mexico and Mexico start an alliance. So this causes New Mexico and Mexico to invade Arizona. I have no idea where Phoenix is, but I have no idea where Phoenix actually is. They literally just met up and so Mexico says to give that all to New Mexico. And now, ironically, Mexico and New Mexico unite, giving Mexico a piece of the U.S. I'm gonna make a custom. So I'm gonna make a custom color for this new pact. And it'll be like a lavender color. So these guys are now in a pact against Mexico. Now, of course, Texas is trying to get their imperial lands as well. Well, same thing with Mexico, but Mexico's like the enemy. So, like, all these countries are a republic. Other than Vermont, they turned socialist. And I don't mean communist. I don't mean that they're communist. Anyways, here Wisconsin now wants to invade Minnesota, and of course Ohio, and of course Ohio has their back. So they kind of want this. So this war doesn't really happen. The war doesn't actually really happen. This will take me a while to get a good border. That looks pretty good. So, Wisconsin and Ohio now wants to take Chicago. Well, Wisconsin wants Chicago. Like, I feel like both of these states want all the major cities, but either way. So either way, let's begin the invasion. And Chicago is taken. That's really the only major city. That's really the only major city. And there we go. So here is the treaty. Yeah, I'm gonna start making some I had to turn my mic off to sneeze because I didn't want to sneeze when the video was recording. My brother. Yeah, I may start making jokes about Illinois, about Chicago being the only major city in Illinois. So don't get offended by it. Well, anyways. Also, Indiana was also part of this, so they get some territory in what is now the crumbling Illinois. They also get an area around the Chicago thing. Chicago. Wisconsin still occupies it. North Carolina and South Carolina, because they're both in this pact, they unify to make Carolina. Make just one. Now there's one Carolina. And yes, Kentucky does border the Mississippi. If you don't question it. Oh yeah, and now there's a crime buffer zone made in Missouri. It's a buffer zone it was made a buffer zone to stop the crime area. But something happened. Yeah. Well, yeah, they declare war. The colonization pact invades Canada. Well, I mean, they already had most of their navy. So they take over. Oh, yeah, my brother screwed backwards. But they take over a couple. They take over a couple of the They take over Newfoundland, Prince Edward Island, and goodness, I called the entire ocean. They take over these islands. And Canada now realizes that they have no chance to win this. So, anyway. So, a lot of states will probably join this. And that happens because now the anti-European pact takes over this bit of Canada. this wasn't actually a real war with Canada. They were just... Well, turns out Canada joins their faction. That seems a little ironic. It's not really irony, because they probably would have. But anyways, peace out, Cage is off.